which takes care of the secondary facilities, and of course the ECCIF, the Emergency, Chronic and Critical Illness Fund, which now takes in or checks in when you have an emergency, when you have chronic illness, or when you have any critical illness.
Right. Right. Looks like it sounds a very good salutary effort from the government. But also, Kenyans, I know what is really hanging on the rafters of their minds this evening is the question also, as you're talking about funding, because there has been splashes about the 1.2 billion shillings that is being paid for a farm that is known as a Finsprint, that we need clarity on as well. And we have Senator Okiya Omtata going to the courts to challenge these particular payments, saying that 2% deduction applied to payments made by SHA to hospitals under the government's mental health insurance. It's a bit shrouded in a fog of mystery that maybe you can clear for us this evening.
You know, really, Dibal, I see a lot of headlines about the healthcare sector every other day, which sometimes is very unfortunate because government works in very scheduled, steps, including audit that is done by the Office of the Auditor General. Sometimes, well, these stories come, but I think it is also very good to be very keen what is true and what is not true. These are allegations, okay? We will have to go through phases of investigation so that we can ascertain for sure that these monies have been taken away or they have been paid without due processes, other than just alleging in a blanket, blanket way, which can be damaging, and also in one way or another, if it is politicizing healthcare, I would really plead with whichever channel. It is good that we keep politics away from the health sector so that we are able to also give the wananchi indeed what they deserve. Because the more we feed them with negativity, the more they feel like they are not getting the services.
Maybe if there was a bit of clarity from it, then we won't be really embroiled in this, contestations that we do have, between the ministry and what is being challenged here, because they're saying lack of legal authority,
but equally,
lack of parliamentary approval, and also public participation. This has not gone through the due diligence.
Yes, clarity would come, but equally it also takes moral, conscience, that you want to splash all the bad things, but there's the 90% or 95% that is really good, which you could also concentrate on. The more you shout about that one thing you feel is wrong, I would also suggest that when things are right, please shout about them. I would have wished that one of the paper splashes in their front dailies that SHA is free, that SHA registration to SHA is free, that we have 3 funds, the primary healthcare fund, the SHIF, and ECCIF. I would really wish that one day that people that the same dailies they would also splash and say, hey, look here, that in NHIF we only used to have 20% of the population that would benefit, but right now we want 55 million people, all Kenyans benefiting, whether you come from low end or the high end. I would really wish to see the dailies and also the media talking about that if you register today and you go to a health facility, you'll be treated immediately. In fact, if you're sick today, Dibal, and you're here and you're not registered to SHA, we will register you as we go to the hospital and you will get treated immediately you get there.
So we get assurance from you that billions have not been...
I want to assure Kenyans that we do not have any shortchanging of Mwananchi's money that we are dealing with at the Ministry of Health. And I would really want to keep reminding the Wananchi and everybody else, and you are in the media, we want you to be our voices, that indeed take that which is good, and if you feel something is not working, I want to plead with everybody, please bring it up so that we can be able to assist. It is important that the health sector becomes one of the shining stars for the the mwananchi of Kenya today. Yes.